robe remembers. How about you? One question before we start, and every word of this is true. Yeah. If a judge wrecks your life on purpose, malice, hate, whatever, can you sue him like you'd sue a doctor? No, you can't, not ever, not hard to win. Forbidden, the rule is absolute. The day he put that robe on was the day you lost the suit. So who wrote that rule? Not Congress. Follow the citations. This ain't rage in a rhyme scheme, it's a cross-examination. The judges wrote the rule, and who's it cover? Same crew. And it's older than the country, the King's Court brought it through. So when I say the robe remembers, hear exactly what I mean. We changed the government in 1776. Did we ever change the scene? The king's bench wore scarlet trimmed in winter fur, and the law was whatever his majesty preferred. They cried, God save the king, just to open up the day. When the judgment is the king's, there ain't much left to say. The king can do no wrong, that was gospel, that was writ. And his judges wore the shadow of that halo where they sit. The colonies petitioned for redress across the water, but the king just rigged the bench to fit a sovereign's order. Tenure at his pleasure, paid dependent on his will. So we stripped the crown from government, but the robe is hanging still. Then we swore an oath, no kings, no lords, no more. No titles of nobility would land upon our shore. Tore the statue of the king down in the New York Square. Said nobody's born above the people standing here. But a courtroom's still a court, The palace kept the name, and the robe changed its color, but the cut stayed the same. It got handed down like a family hands down clothes. It got handed down, cause that's the way a doctrine grows. Check the label, check the stitch, and ask it where it all begun. Cause a hand-me-down still fits the way it fit the first one. The robe remembers what the republic forgot. The crown came off, but the cut did not. No thrones, no titles, that was the vow. So who does a servant answer to now? Can't be a servant, stand above the law. Above the law. Can't be a servant, stand above the law. Hey, 1871 Reconstruction, smoke and dust. Hooded riders on the county roads, a courthouse you can't trust. So Congress wrote a law to give the wrong man a claim. Every person who subjects you, and the statute says it plain. Deprivation of your rights while under color of the state, then you shall be liable to the party injured straight. That statute came from terror, people beaten, burned, and mobbed. And deprivation in plain talk, that's a man getting robbed. No exception for a judge, not one anywhere in the text. Hold that thought for 90 years, now watch what happens next. Mississippi, 61 Jackson segregation, 15 men of the cloth at the whites only station. Black and white together on a bench, they weren't allowed. No shouts, no shoves, just prayer, and the cops moved through the crowd. The charges, breach of peace, for the peace they came to keep. Trial, verdict, max sentence, all inside a week. The convictions get reversed, but the time is gone for good, so they sued the judge himself. The statute says they could. Pearson versus Ray, 67. The Supreme Court takes the case, and the answer coming back is a door shut in their face. The judge cannot be sued, he's immune, the court explains, and the shield's not in the statute, it's older, it remains. From England, from the crown, from a case in 1872 that says even maliciously or corruptly you can't sue. That's Bradley versus Fisher, and the civil claim is dead. One justice stands alone, here's the heart of what he said. Every person. 2 words, the whole rebuttal, 8 said no. And a door shuts soft, the way those courthouse doors go. The robe remembers what the republic forgot. The crown came off, but the cut did not. No thrones, no titles, that was the vow. So who does a servant answer to now? Can't be a servant, stand above the law. Above the law. Can't be a servant, stand above the law. Stand above the law. So I pulled the thread and a justice pulled it too. That dissent in Pearson, go and read it all the way through. He traced this whole immunity right back to the crown. The king can do no wrong, that's not me, that's written down. So here's the question of the century, I'll keep it plain and clean. Where'd immunity come from if it's nowhere to be seen? It's not in the statute, Congress never wrote that line. The court cut it from whole cloth, and that's their phrase, not mine. From whole cloth means invented, made up, sewn from air. So who invented it? The judges, okay, now compare. Who does the rule protect? The judges sit with it. When the tailor wears the garment, tell me who inspects the fit. The one who sewed the pockets gets to say what's counterfeit, and the other side's not stupid. So here's the case they make. A judge that Breda law sits is a judge who's gonna break Independence matters granted, so I'll say it clear and loud. You can answer for corruption and stay independent both around. Renix credit 76, the prosecutors got the same apps of whenever they're the advocate in the frame. And police got qualified, and here's how that one go. You need a right that's clearly established. Whom establishes goes. The court that they can spit the question so the answer never lands. You need a ruling to get a ruling round, and round it stands. No dupes, no pearls, that's Article 1, the language isn't thin. This country grants no titles, nobody gets born in Massachusetts 17 made it go further than the rest. No privilege-backed bloodline, no birthright to be west. They wrote that a man, bird, a lawgiver, a judge is quote, absurd and magical. That's their words, that's not a grudge. Some of them raiders wanted Petrie settled that at the start, but this immunity was born of one, and it's the play and it's barred. Article 2, a judge can be impeached, and that's a fact. Article 1, even after removal, the law comes back. Nevertheless, be liable in that it tried the rest. The framers knelt the servants, Galvin bled it to the test. Converse wrote the remedy, the court carved out the accept, and what the brought to remedy is nothing left to protect. And every single morning you can hear the brag call the same words at the marble on his words of all. God save the United States in this court. They used to admit sentence different. Two benches down in Jackson, 1961. Sit on my wrong one, 4 months. Sit the right one, none. Same town, same word, same love on the shelf. One bench answers to every person. One bench answers to itself. Indiana, 1971. Sparkman signed a petition, they same-day signature down. No hearing, no lawyer, no notice. That girl was 15 years old. They told her it was her appendix. That's what she was told. 2 years later, Mary and the children never came. It took a doctor to tell her why. A signature but gain a name. She sued the court club, what he signed that a judicial seal. You can't appeal an order, that was never what revealed. No Karen D will object that, no notice, no appeal. You can't fight a piece of paper no one said was real. Every person except. So let me say clean nose, never after any man. I might for where the rule came from and how the rule began. The Freeman's got receipts on how a tyranny takes hold. They wrote it in the charter so the warning would be told. And if the charter gears a tire up and the lessons clean the seed, build a peace but remedies as strong as they can be. So all of Gary and his paper, that's the whole inventory. Grits, knife weapons, breaks, not bricks, a ballot in a story fictitious. That's the rectic to Tamil and now to prone. Now don't break it as a phase like a file. It is my only old charter's called an officer serving in the hand at all times, accountable to fast. That's where we stand. So amend, graded, blame, no asterisk, no accept. A promise means the promise of December word gets left. Let a jury weigh the road, the way the Bobans weigh the rest. That means a Stalin's not a purge of page one stab or what it tests. In process we trust. The road remembers what the Republic forgot, but a people can remember what a precedent cannot. No thrones, no titles, we still home the law. Every person means every person now can be a servant and stand above the law. Above the law. 'Cause a robe was never meant to be a crown. 1607, a Roman London star who stained it on ceiling. They call it the Stark Chain, the notary ever sat there. That's where judges' phrase decided judges answer to themselves. Now the stars are on off side. That's supposed to be the difference. The road is only fabric, a bench is only wood, and the people kick the Tanthers chalk. We make our own alterations. This robe's cut, a little lawn for a servant. Take it in, take it in. Take it, take it. Take it in, take it in.